Welcome everybody to Uprising.
Oh wow, what a change of events has happened. Just
starting it off with my boy Blake Gibson.
Before we dive into things, how you guys doing tonight, huh? Well, I wish I could say the same, but I kind of have somebody I want to talk to. As you guys saw last week, we had Gen 3 beat. Me and what I thought was my tag partner, Draco, had Gen 3 beat. I don't know, what does he have to be mad about? It just confuses me. We had him beat. He answered my phone call to be my tag partner. If that's how the outcome was going to be, why did he even accept? I have a lot of questions, and I want answers. So, Draco, make your way out here.
Draco's an opportunist, and he has his reasons. We might find out.
Well, he is definitely making his way to the ring to answer the call of Blake Gibson.
Why? That's a simple question I have to ask you. Why? You're the one who wanted to accept my phone call. If you didn't want to be tag team partners, all you had to say was no. I would have been perfectly fine whooping KC and Gabriel by myself if I needed to. But you were nice enough to accept it. But then you go out and give me a cutter. Why? That's all I want to know. Why?
You don't listen. You don't listen. You have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. And just like your girlfriend, she needs to shut up. So open your ears up real quick and keep your mouth shut. You want to know why? Because we had a plan. We had a plan to keep those titles. And what did you do? You screwed it up. You went against the plan. You went for a crossbody knowing KC can pick you up and ragdoll you. That wasn't part of the plan. I told you what we needed to do to stay focused and to win, and you went against everything that I was telling you, and you didn't listen. You had to steal the show. You had to take the spotlight. Well, let me tell you something, Blade. Nobody takes the spotlight from the greatest. Because I did my job. I took KC out. I took Gabriel out. I did what you couldn't do. Hell, I took you out too. And just like you always end up doing, you just came up a little short.
I came up a little short, huh? So, I came up short when we had them beat. Granted, all granted to you, I'll give you your credit. You helped us beat them. But we didn't beat them, because if we beat them, I'd be sitting here with my tag title, and you'd be sitting here with your tag title.
Well, I'm going to stop you right there, because I can tell by that little shake in your voice that you're getting a little emotional, you're getting a little teary-eyed. I'll go ahead and fill you in on a little secret here, okay? There's a reason that I've been here for 9 years. There's a reason that I've held just about every championship that's been in this building, that's been at the SOM studios. And that is simply put because I am the greatest, okay? So I'm gonna do something for you. I'm gonna help you out a little bit, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna teach you a lesson, okay? I'm gonna teach you a lesson in respect and humility. Me and you, shut your mouth, ain't nobody talking to y'all. Me and you, tonight, in the main event. And I'll even throw out a little something for you. If you can somehow manage to beat the greatest. Oh, I said the greatest. Shut your mouth, Chihuahua. If you can somehow manage to even beat me, I will get on my knees and publicly apologize to you for what I did. But if you don't win and I beat you, which is what's gonna happen, I want you to shut your mouth and don't ever speak on it again.
Me, you, one-on-one. Tonight, that sounds great to me, because I'm going to show you a thing of respect and humility. But the difference is that when I shut you up, I'm going to show you greatness is nothing on perfection.
Yeah.
So you want to show...
Well, hey, here's one to talk about the humidity here in the building, I guess. And then, well, there you go. Draco just showed him what he thought about everything. And he told him what he, I mean, there's your answers. You had questions.
No, Draco, I want you to look at me. I want you to look at me. You want those cheap shots? Tonight, your ass is mine. I'm going to show you what fighting power I have. There's a reason every single week Bob is on commentary. He says I'm the kid that keeps on fighting. Tonight, I'm going to fight until I whoop your ass all over Chucky, because that is nothing more than absolute perfection.
Well, that is one fired up Blade Gibson.
Oh, that Draco got him all fired up, didn't he?
Blade Gibson ready for tonight. And folks, I hope you're ready for tonight.
That's our main event tonight. It's official. Blade
There we go,
Gibson
yeah.
versus Draco. Bobby and Malik.
Blade Gibson versus Draco.
Well,
Must be my birthday, dude.
Yeah, but that happened pretty fast, didn't it? I mean,
it did happen pretty fast, but I mean that's one that I wanted to see that for a minute, you know.
Well, you're going to see it here. It's going to be our main
two
event
of the
here
best
tonight.
that SOM's got to offer. And we have got a stacked card tonight. And we're going to start it off with somebody that was out here last week.
That's right.
And
I had a good outing here against the Amish while they were out here. He was with the Gigolo out here, and they had quite, I mean, we were pretty impressed with their tag team. We thought, we didn't know how long they'd been together, but they put the Amish through the ringer.
Yep. Well, tonight he gets to go against what we've been calling the measuring stick in Santiago.
And you know, the last time we saw him here, there was an open challenge by Hunter Wolf, and this was the first guy to come out of the curtain. He didn't last long, but
he may not have lasted long, but he was the first one out there. He's got a crazy streak a mile wide. You can say it's guts, you can say it's bravery, but I mean, it's also a little crazy.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, he is the prodigy, Duke Patterson. And his opponent, the Aztec Jaguar Warrior, Santiago.
Santiago, looks like he's growing some more fur there.
well, definitely, you know, I mean, this is going to be I can already tell it's going to be a fast-paced match here.
Well, Duke Patterson definitely came out swinging last week. And, of course, we know that Santiago, the man that never slows down.
And
But he is starting it off a little slow tonight.
He is. He's got kind of feeling they never worked together here before, and definitely not here at SOM. And it's going to have a filling out process here for a couple moments and see what. But I can definitely tell we're going to see some high-flying tactics here.
Oh, here he goes. Flipped it back around on him.
And obviously tonight,
Dude.
Referee Joe right there in the middle of all the action here at SOM.
He's always in the middle of something.
Here he is, something warm. And we knew it didn't take long.
Oh, big arm drag.
That's right.
Here he goes again. Oh! Oh, big drop kick
Double
by
barrel there.
Santiago, taking control of the Dukester, or so his tights say.
See right there.
Yeah.
Santiago, just that 1 second, took his eye off the ball. Now he had been missing an eye for a little while here.
He knows better than to let them stand and talk. That's when he gets in trouble.
Well, it's almost like some things happen, like after, you can only take so many beatings. That last one by Hunter was extra brutal here at the Chucky Dome.
It is always brutal when we're talking Hunter Wolf. And speaking of brutal, man, I could not wait for the Bunk House Stampede.
Oh, folks,
On
it's getting
January
soon.
21st.
Folks, it's getting very soon here. They, last week they started bringing in the cage here, and Pat Dule has never seen the cage. Last year was your first time here to be here at the Stampede, and you know what happened last year was already legendary. Yeah, we talked about
absolutely.
the David Copperfield move of Mr. Sean flying through the cage. That was just insane.
Well, Bunk House Stampede always amps it up because everything's in a cage that night.
Yeah.
I mean, there are going to be people in a cage on that night that, man, I would never want to step in there with them.
And and it's been a couple times I've had the privilege or the honor of being in these over the years, and who's to say that might not happen this year, but like I told our other commentator here, Pat, I always remember why I like commentary. I like a lot more after I get out of the bunkhouse because some guys' lives are changed after the Bunk House Stampede.
Oh, absolutely.
And so without watching yourself, you could change your life for the worse. Nobody gets out unscathed either.
Some say that if Sean wouldn't have gotten hurt last year, he would have had an incredible run here at SOM, just based on the fact of the way he ended the Bunk House Stampede last year. He was one of the last 4 competitors.
Oh, yeah, he was right
and
there.
that was after he went to the cage.
Yeah, they put him back in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, they didn't put him back in. He crawled back
Well,
in.
that's right. He was able to make it back in. And
That
tried
was
to
one of
finish.
those nights that showed me how much toughness we have in some of these guys that walk through here.
That's correct.
Bunk House Stampede is going to be off the chain, guys.
And that's who gets the boot. And for not only do they win the Stampede, but for a whole year, they get the bragging rights. Right. Of being that champion. We've had those folks over the years.
And they get the SOM championship this year.
That's right. This year is extra special, isn't it?
I mean, if you win this, you are Rocket Man.
You are. And that was due to some unfortunate events, that happened with our former champion here. But,
right.
As Pat Dule and I brought up last week, sometimes people's bad things are some other people's good things. So there's a lot of folks that are in line that they never had this opportunity before.
His entire year run started that night.
Yeah, and we talked about that too, about how he was so close to having that record, and then life takes over. And then sometimes that's why it doesn't matter who you are or what it is. That's why people can relate to wrestling, because sometimes, life happens.
Yeah.
And it's not all knee pads and turnbuckles, sometimes life takes you out of the game.
That's exactly it. Here we go. Santiago trying to take somebody out of the game. Oh, that was beautiful.
That was. But was it enough? It was.
Oh, there it was.
Here is your winner, Santiago.
And that's another candidate for the boot here. Anybody can win that and be, like you said,
how crazy would it be for Santiago to come out on top at Bunk House Stampede?
I know that we talked about how he's one of Ricky Morton's favorites here.
He absolutely is.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guests at this time, the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club. EGC, there has been a lot of stuff happening
in the tag team division.
Pat.
Pat.
You know what? Bobby, Pat, they all get fired eventually. But listen to me. The EGC is tired of being in the background. We're tired of what's happening in the tag team division without us being a part of it. You see, the EGC are the foundation of the tag team division in this company. So even though, shut your mouth, even though we've got our poor catatonic manager, we're working on getting him healed. But you listen to me, we are tired of not having gold around our waist. And every one of you tag teams, especially that, what are they called? The Gen X, the Gen 2, Gen 3, something. You idiots better know we're coming for them tag titles, and you better be ready because the EGC is about to step up their game. Speaking of which, we want to challenge the Amish. I say we do a one-on-one match. And the winners, get that tag title shot. Because they are the idiots that cost us the gold to begin with.
Whoa, speak of the Amish, and they shall appear. Amish Country, big challenge thrown out there by the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club.
It don't matter. I'll take on all three of you.
So you goons are saying, if you beat one of us tonight, you get the East Tennessee Tag Team Championship match at the Bunk House? Nah, baby. Nah, Amish Country is next in line, Jack. But I'll leave it up to the people here tonight. Do you think these goons can beat one of us in a match tonight? Do you think one of us can beat these goons tonight and earn our East Tennessee Tag Team Championship match at the Bunk House? All right. We're going to do a little voting here. All right. I tweaked my leg. I tweaked my leg last week, so I'm not up to it tonight. So we're going to leave it up to Hez and Betsy to do the match. Oh, she's feisty. Okay, so how many of you guys want to see Betsy beat the Extraordinary Gentleman's ass tonight? Come on. Huh? How many people want to see Hezekiah Hoskins whip the Extraordinary Gentleman up and down Chucky, Tennessee tonight, baby? Sounds like Hez won. All right, it sounds like Hezekiah's won that. I'll take it. You listen here, Amish. We're ready anytime, anywhere. So, Richard Dule accepts your challenge. No, I don't. Yes, you do. My back.
Your back is not.
I can't wrestle my back. I got to relax my back. It's got to be you, Ricky. Hey, look, Judas even says yes. It's you. See? It's got to be you. Fine. So he accepts your challenge, you Amish piece of crap.
Wow, guys, that escalated quickly. Looks like we're getting ready to start another match.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club, Richard Dule. And his opponent, representing Amish Country, Hezekiah Hoskins.
You know, I don't think that Dule was very up to agree to this.
Well, there goes the bell. And here goes the match. And here goes Richard Dule.
Hezekiah ready to work. Dule hadn't even taken his jacket off yet.
You can't say that on TV.
Oh, there he goes. Now the jacket's off.
That's two. You're going to have to go to the sensitivity classes like I had to go to. Wait, he called you by the wrong name, didn't he?
He did. He absolutely did. But, you know, that's okay. If I'm Pat, then I'm the commentator of the year. But it's a brand new year, so who the hell cares about that?
He said had he known that we was going to get so upset, he would have took his name off the ballot.
You know, it's getting awful deep in here. I might need to get a pair of boots, you know. Crap's getting real deep here.
Speaking of which, I know, but the beginning of the show, your boy, he had some questions for Draco. And Draco had all the answers.
He did. And Draco is a strange cat, man. I mean,
Yes,
just
he
when you
is.
think you got him figured out, I mean, it's something completely different. Of course, we saw a couple of weeks back, he got taken out by Ghost.
Yeah, and
And
we
then
don't know
Ghost
it.
brought back Mike Ferrari.
Yeah, we don't really know all the answers to that.
Yeah, just brought her in and set her down.
He
So
took
we-
out a lot of people in 2023. He took out Evan Golden, Joe, the referee.
He's taken out some of the biggest talent we've had. But speaking of the biggest talent,
Wow.
these two guys right here have been around SOM for a long time. Dule, one of our founders. Hezekiah coming in like a lightning whip, man.
That is correct.
And Amish Country just coming in and grabbing those tag team titles the first night. And now we're seeing them fight back for them again. I couldn't believe the way that ended last week. I just couldn't believe it. I mean, I know that you said you can because you've been around Draco long enough, but I mean, I thought that Draco was the one that was going to be there to have Blades back.
Well, you're like a lot of fans that are out there too. I'm in the minority, you know, as far as that goes about what I said. But a lot of folks felt very betrayed by what Draco did, yourself included.
Yeah.
Pat, and also a lot of the SOM universe. So,
Well, tonight they're going to square up. We'll see what happens in our main event when Draco and Blade Gibson go one-on-one.
that's tonight, folks. And you know, we're very close to the Bunk House.
Next week?
Yeah. And so you definitely don't want to mix that. If you want to, I mean, in person, it's another thing to see. Make it down here to the Chucky Dome.
January 21st is going to be lit up. I didn't even know what to expect last year, and now I kind of know what to expect, but
You
I
still
know
don't know.
better than to think
yeah.
I do.
That is correct.
Does it mean, hey, think about this. I mean, you got a dungeon match?
And that's why, I mean, that technically could be it. So that's actually a tag team win, right?
Right.
Even though it's a singles competition.
So there we
Jeffrey
go.
Clipper, he volunteered Richard for this match here.
Dule coming up short. And Amish Country taking the win. And that means that the Extraordinary Gentlemen's Club go to the back of the line without Judas there to help them. I mean,
Well, what can
how
he
are they
do?
going to come back on something like
Well,
this?
how can Judas help him? I mean, look, you see him.
Yeah, but you got to wonder, I mean, what what can these guys do without Judas? All right, guys, we are back, and this is going to be awesome. Last week, we had Hunter come out here and run a gauntlet match.
Okay,
and,
we did.
It was
Brutal.
It was
bad.
pretty brutal. But he also said that Condre should come out and do the same thing this week.
Well, is he going to?
This is all leading up to that dungeon match that we're getting ready to have. And these
folks.
guys are just, I mean, who's the measuring stick here? You got the 7-foot freak versus the monster.
That's
you
right.
know, and you got to wonder who's going to come out on top in that match. But it's one of those, whatever you can do, I can do better.
And more violent the violence is starting to ramp up here.
It is. And they're going to need every bit of that violence that they can get for that dungeon match at Bunk House Stampede. I mean, and you've got Hunter, who's came out here. He's the big man, you know.
The biggest.
You gotta like when he went through the Agoji, he was the person that lasted the longest in the Agoji, and then won the Agoji, first person to win it. So you know that the guy can go. But how much of like real hardcore have we seen from him?
Introducing first in the ring, Cousin Condre.
We've seen him take on multiple competitors.
Okay. Now Maverick. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, he had his
Money Maverick Prize.
Big Money Maverick Price keeps impressing me every week. A few weeks ago, he had 2 competitors on his shoulders.
Yes.
Walked them across the ring and dumped them. What just happened, Malik? That was ridiculous.
I'll tell you what it was. It was a display of strength. You know, I mean, pound for pound, he's the strongest guy in the locker room right now. For pound, you know, I mean, he's not the biggest guy in the locker room. Oh! For his weight, he's the strongest guy in the locker room.
Well, that makes the very start of this match something special, because he has got a very bad man to try to take out right now.
He does.
And of course, Condre in that gauntlet right now, he doesn't want to waste too much time on any of these competitors.
And that was the thing that happened with Hunter. It was almost like a record time that he went through. People like a tornado. I mean, it was over before it started.
He absolutely did. And oh my God, what a backbreaker.
And this one looks over now.
Oh, man, slam.
That's it.
Oh, but Maverick kicks out.
See, that's that. I don't know if that might have been his best move of 2024 yet, but hey.
It might not have been the wisest decision. I mean, Condre hits so hard that it makes me want to lay down. But Maverick Price been showing that he deserves a spot on this roster. Oh, just got his head taken off, but again, Big Money kicking out.
Well, he's a surprise, but I don't know. I don't see too much more of this. I mean,
trying to pull a play out of Hunter's playbook there.
Well, that was probably a message to Hunter.
Time is ticking. Oh my God! Big Money Maverick Price. What a German suplex. Condre kicking out at 2.
But
My
we're both
goodness.
surprised here about Mavericks. And Condre here, I mean,
He keeps
usually
showing it every week, and he's showing it in a big way right now. Up, here we go. See him with that fireman's carry. Condre. Oh my God.
That's
got to be it. There's a 3.
Another victim here for Cousin Condre.
His
The
next
Chucky
opponent, Zach Thomas.
He's already in there. Yeah, well, he made the mistake
Zach
of jumping
Thomas.
on the Giant the last time he was here.
Zach came out last week. Not much offense against the big man. Let's see how he does against cousin Condre.
Not so well.
No.
No.
That was a nasty snap suplex.
Oh, my God.
Oh. But you look at this offense that Condre's doing, and oh, how
That's
much
it.
of this can he actually
That's
do to Hunter Wolf?
And his third opponent.
Oh, buddy.
Josh Vallon.
Gigolo Josh Vallon.
Well, he's trying. I mean,
But Gigolo Josh is a big, big guy, man. And he said that he's available on his Facebook page if anybody needs a stripper.
yeah, over our mitzvahs, our birthday parties, he says he's up for anything.
Gigolo Josh, man.
I thought he had some Pringles, but he said he only eats Lay's.
Oh, my God.
Oh, there's the physique. I mean,
Look at that. Condre needs to put him away. This is a big guy to be messing around with this late in this game. Oh! I guess that answers one of my questions. That was a big man to pick up like that. Oh, got him in that camel clutch. He may put Josh out. It looks like Josh is passed out.
yeah.
It could be over with, folks. Oh. And that was it.
Here's your winner of the gauntlet match.
Wow. Cousin Condre taking out 3 guys, just like Hunter Wolf did. Both of them gearing up for that dungeon match next week at Bunk House Stampede. These 2 guys in a very hardcore match. I cannot wait to see this one, Malik. Uh-oh. He's got the fork. He's got the fork. Oh! Just ripping it. Josh Valen. I don't know if he's going to be stripping tonight.
Well, he's getting his forehead stripped off.
Oh, wow. Cousin Condre. Somebody needs to come and get Cousin Condre. Somebody needs to come and help Josh Valen. Cousin Condre with a little bit of show of what he's supposed to do to Hunter Wolf come next week in that dungeon match. I have a feeling that somebody is gonna bleed and bleed a lot. Just like Josh Valen. So, Cousin Condre making a statement right there.
Totally to Hunter. He accepted the challenge, and he totally exceeded the challenge here.
Well, that is gonna be nuts. A dungeon match with these 2 behemoths.
This place ain't going to be able to control him.
I'll tell you, folks, if you haven't tuned in to Bunk House Stampede in the past, this is the year to do it. Everything's in a cage. Every match.
Every night, all night.
We're going to have a tag team match in a cage. We've got so much going. It's going to be ridiculous, and then...
Now,
of course, we've got Josh out here.
Now, Josh, you know what I love about Josh? As long as he's alive, you'll never be the ugliest person alive. And hey, you know
here
what?
comes your favorite.
That's right. So listen to this. If Boogie Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant and exotic Adrian Street had a baby and it was made in the Milky Way, then that's when you would get Amp Dominic. And there he is with 0. And that is the man that you got to watch out for, everybody, I'm telling you.
God of the Milky Way galaxy, Amp Dominic. Ugly be gone.
Well, he quit selling that. There was a class action lawsuit, kind of like remnants. You've seen the jerk, but he still uses his own blend, if you know what I mean. He just don't sell it no more.
Well, we've seen that come into play all too many times.
Well, he needs to spray some on Josh. Right in the face.
I don't know. He might want to spray it on himself a little bit. I mean, you know.
He hits Joe. Joe will go get married, and we'll never have another.
Oh, well,
lose our
don't spray it on
referee.
Joe. We need
He's already killing the business anyway.
Yeah. Do not spray that on Joe. That's all we need is a pretty Joe.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, Josh Anderson. And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by 0. He is the god of the Milky Way galaxy, Amp Dominic.
Amp Dominic versus
Well,
Josh
like I
Anderson.
said, quite a character.
Josh Anderson, tag team partner with Blade Gibson in a couple of other promotions.
He is. He's kind of like the G.G. Allen of wrestling. I mean, he's a renegade. He's a rebel. He's a maverick. And he does what he does, and he's already in this young man's brain right now. He's already in his head. From
Well,
the
he's
minute
not
he came out of the
fighting
curtain.
against a noob either. I mean, he did come out last week against Hunter Wolf. That's a feat in itself, right there.
That was a move in stupidity on his part.
Stupidity, bravery, sometimes they go hand in hand.
What's that song? If you're going to be brave, you better be.
Oh, if you're going to be dumb, you better
There
be
you
tough.
go. That's the one.
That's it.
Well, here's one of the toughest men in the world right here because he's going against Amp Dominic. I'm not biased. I just tell the truth.
It's okay to be by now.
Yeah, it's 2024.
It is. You be you, brother.
Oh, yeah. Now, check this out. I don't know how much Amp has let him get away with here, but I know that Amp, he likes to be in control. You know what I mean?
Well, again, Josh Anderson can come out of nowhere and surprise you.
Well, he looks like
Again,
he's
he's
more
been working
surprised
a
in the
lot
ring right
with-
now than you are.
He's been working a lot with Blade Gibson, and those
But
two together are ridiculous.
It looks like he got a pair. They go to the same tailor.
I think they probably do. Here we go. Walking up.
Nice side headlock here by Mr. Josh. But the thing is
Oh, just cinching it in right there. Not going to push him away that quick. Oh, picks him up.
stay with him.
Right back down. Josh using that momentum, flip him around, put him on the ground.
Yeah, he stayed with him totally. But now
As
Amp
I
is
said,
in
he's
control.
not
Look at
a
that.
noob. But anybody that has to wrestle against this sort of crazy, it don't matter if you're a noob or not.
No. Now look here, all that little showboat right there, that put a little damage on our fella here, Josh here. Oh man.
Oh no.
I think it's only getting worse now here, brother. I've seen it many times before.
I think we have a spillage of the ugly be gone over here. Oh! Monkey flip over.
That really caught Amp off a guard.
Look at him. Big clothesline. Josh Anderson trying to work something up here. I don't think I would be begging him to get up.
No, and
It's probably better that you keep him on the ground. Oh!
that was vicious.
Unless you're going to throw a sling blade like that.
Amp's taking a little breather here.
Oh, Amp Dominic over here talking to the fans.
getting the fans to rub it out
Josh
for him.
Anderson says, no, you need to come back over here.
That was all a ploy.
Just got sucked right in, it looks
Sucked
like.
in like a...
Oh, double stomp to the back. That's a game changer right there.
Yeah. Easy trip to the cosmic chiropractor that is Amp Dominic.
Amp Dominic just grinding his heel into his back.
Now, he usually grinds other body parts on partners, but he grinded that like a cigarette
I
butt.
believe that's probably coming up next, unless Josh Anderson has something to say about it.
Oh,
Shit! For a second, and oh my God, what a belly-to-belly.
That was rough, brutal.
That was
I think
insane.
he might have killed him.
Josh Anderson
He's going to be 2 inches.
having a rough time with
Yeah, he's going to be 2
Amp
inches
Dominic.
shorter after this.
Amp just pulling on the face.
A little graving and grinding there. Nothing a bit. When he gets to his, if he does his little finisher, I'm going to point something out to you here. We've seen it many times, and you hope it doesn't happen. If you don't want to be the recipient, do you?
No, I don't. And I know what you're talking about.
And some of the fans, and if you don't, you're going to see if Amp has his way, which he is right now. I mean, he's totally been 100% here.
Wow.
Oh, what a thud. That wasn't a chop, that was a thud.
That was ridiculous.
And then an airbrush, he slapped that, paintbrushed his head. I think Amp's getting upset here. He's getting a little frustrated with the lack of competition here.
Well, they brought in new competition for him. Deep arm drag. Trying to do something here. But Josh Anderson again, not using his time wisely. He should have already been doing that.
Golly, Joe got out of the way in time there, didn't he? I mean,
He did.
got taken out.
You're gonna have to move quicker against somebody like Amp Dominic. Just like that right there.
He might give him what he calls the
Amp Dominic out of nowhere.
Oh, gosh. Man, I'm telling you, just rough.
Drops him down to the ground. Oh no. Here it comes, your favorite part.
That's right. He's going to give him a little mouth-to-mouth resuscitation here.
That's it. That's ball game. I gotta go talk to Amp Dominic.
Oh, yeah, you do. Find out what's up.
Just been running rope.
When you say it, God of the Milky Way, Amp Dominic, you may continue.
Ladies and gentlemen, the God of the Milky Way galaxy, Amp Dominic.
Right. See, that
So-
sounds so much better, right?
I think it sounds wonderful. But what I would think would sound even more
I
wonderful.
don't give a damn what you think. Shut up. I'm the God of the Milky Way galaxy. And what I gotta say, that damn hybrid title will look so good around my waist. Just imagine it, baby, right there. Everything look good on me, ain't that right? Look at them. It all look good on me. I'm coming for it. And anybody steps in my way, I'm going to hold them down and torso their insides. You are welcome.
Well, I guess I can talk again, but I don't even know what to do about that. But he says he's going after the hybrid title. We'll have to see more about that because gold around that man's waist is not going to be far away. We'll be right back.
More people grabbing my mic tonight. I haven't been able to talk during a promo at all. Well, I think everybody has just stopped caring what I've got to say. I mean,
Well, I think you're done doing interviews for the night, so that won't happen anymore, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Thank God for small favors, right?
Right. 2024 is a good year, but not so much for some folks. Some here.
We got Christopher Prince back in the house tonight.
And he's got his hands full because he's going against the whole stable here tonight.
He is. And one of them's bad enough.
Straight off the Ponderosa Ranch. Here comes Hoss Cartwright and his crew.
Oh, buddy. So glad they would grace us with their presence.
Now, you know, on paper, this looks kind of an odd crew, right? I mean, they don't really have too much in common, really, other than their egos.
But you're looking at the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions.
They do have that in common. Believe me, that we have not heard the end of it for a week, have we? I mean, between social media and it was reading all the little interviews.
As much as I hate to say it, it was just a matter of time before gold was going to go around the waist of Michael Gabriel as well.
That is right. Their paths were going to either collide or connect.
Michael Gabriel has had his ups and downs here, but it really looks like he is in a group that is thriving. And they've got all the gold right now. They've got the hybrid and the tag team championships. But of course, it wasn't really them winning the championships. They were kind of stolen. But again,
stolen or given to them, handed to them on a silver platter by Draco. A little more like it, right?
Representing Bad Magic, Christopher Prince. And his opponents, they are the new East Tennessee Tag Team Champions. Representing the Gen 3 Express, Michael Gabriel and White Lightning, KC Kazana.
Bad Magic is a tag team consisting of Christopher Prince and Nathan Cross, who of course we haven't seen Nathan Cross for a little while.
No, we haven't.
He's had some outside issues, and we'd all like to, say up our thoughts and prayers for him. But until he gets back, Christopher Prince has came here to hold down the fort for Bad Magic.
Well, he also came to defend his friend's honor, that couldn't really stand up for himself to Evan Golden, because Evan Golden was...
Well, of course, Evan's going to talk a whole lot louder whenever the guy's not standing there. And speaking of people that do that, KC Kazana School of Morton is firmly behind Christopher Prince tonight. Gen 3 Express trying to get their due, but how is it my fault?
Man, yeah.
It's not my fault. Can't help that you guys suck.
Yeah, man. You gotta watch your back around here. So,
I think I knew him as that hat on just a little too tight, and I think Gabriel's man bun might be a little too tight.
You know where that hairstyle came from, right?
Where's that?
It was inspired by empty trash bags. Thank you. You're good. So, the thing about this guy here, I knew him as the Phoenix the first time he was here. The fans hated him.
Really?
Yeah, I don't care too much for him myself. But anyway, I'm not Mr. Popularity myself. I don't care.
Well,
some people
definitely got a following.
Well, some people say that
Nathan Cross right now.
So, everybody was buzzing about, he came to his honor and came to his defense. Well, Gen 3 Express and myself and a lot of people see him as sticking his nose in some business that maybe he should have kept his nose out of. You know, there's two ways to each story, right?
You could say that, but at the same time, sometimes you just got to show them who your real friends are.
Well, we'll find out, because I tell you what, he's in the ring with, like it or not, like you said, our tag team champions, right?
Right.
All right. You know how happy
I don't like it.
You know how happy the Kazana family was when they got those titles? I know Joe was very happy. Papa Kazana was very happy to have some gold on his boy.
Again, it wasn't going to be long before these guys were going to have gold.
That's right. Just like Evan Golden has the gold. And you knew that didn't take long either. Actually, it took a little longer for them than him, right?
Right. But Kazana and his brother both have tag belts.
Yeah.
Kazana stopping Prince right in the middle of the ring.
Obvious size difference here.
Want to talk a little smack there.
Never notice how big his head is until you see it like to a normal person.
Folks, these guys are very deceptive on their size. It is ridiculous how big some of these guys really are.
Yeah, TV doesn't do them justice a lot of times, and TV makes people look bigger.
Oh,
That
yeah.
says something about it.
I mean, of course, our East Tennessee champion, one of the biggest men
In wrestling, it's in the world.
Oh my God. Christopher Prince teeing off on Michael Gabriel. Michael Gabriel blocking him.
There's another thud here tonight, like hitting him with a club.
Takes him over to the corner. My goodness. What a forearm shot to the back by Kazana.
Referee Joe instructed to move out of the way.
Introduce him to the ring, Buckles. Oh! Chops back and forth. Kazana wasting time.
Lazy pin, we both know you can't get away with that in too many places. Unless you're Hunter Wolf. Using that extra leverage there to put a little bit more pressure on Mr. Prince's throat.
It did. And you know, I didn't catch all of that right there.
Well, the thing is like, it's a numbers game now also too.
Yeah.
Because now he has no tag partner to switch out to and to get relief. It's not there.
Yep.
Hey, look here at Gabriel. He's just like, he's all fresh. Fresh as a flower right now, as I like to say. He's just been waiting, chomping at the bit. And these guys have been waiting to tear this guy Prince apart anyway. Evan Golden hasn't been too happy since that situation. I know you were laughing probably the whole time during that show, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Howling laughing.
Probably thought it was hilarious.
I mean, all the way up until they won the title.
And so far, our tag champions are in total control. Leading them around. And just switching in and out. They don't even need to cut the ring off. There's nobody he can tag to. They can use the whole ring. It doesn't matter. You know, I mean, they can go over to the other corner.
But it just shows you what they've been working on, you know, together. There's a reason, even though, you know, certain circumstances with winning those titles, you can see that they've gotten more and more crisp over the weeks. And, of course, you know, you've got somebody like Kazana who's been running around the NWA and really lighting up the NWA. And now he's over here with Michael Gabriel and Evan Golden and just making all of them shine.
It
And
is.
I can't say it any other way. I mean, these guys are on fire right now.
They are, and like the old saying goes, you know, like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's happening.
And either way it goes, it sounds like Christopher Prince has bitten off way more than he can chew in this match. Oh, Prince trying to show some fire, but Kazana just putting it right out.
And he's outnumbered, like we said before, too. And that's and Evan Golden's not even out here. If he wanted to show up, I mean, that could even make it worse, couldn't it?
I mean, that would just be a massacre. It's already bordering on that right now. Christopher Prince just can get no offense here. Generation 3 Express just having their way with this guy.
Well, he's going to have to find out of the corner now. He's in a bad part of town.
Oh, what's he got going here? Oh, kicks him. Kicks Kazana off. Needs to cover Michael Gabriel right now. This could be his shot at winning this.
Or he can roll himself just right back into the corner over here, and the next thing you know, we're set up for it. All right, and here comes the fresh tag here by Kazana.
Christopher Prince trying to show a little fire. Took a little bit of a nap. Now he's up and rocking and rolling. Thinking about his tag team partner.
Got a little Three Stooges here.
Whoa! Round and round we go. A little Three Stooges action there.
Brought to you by Howard Fine and Fine, right?
Oh!
Evan
Golden just gets blasted.
He showed up.
Came out of nowhere, talking about sticking your nose where it don't belong. And that's what happens.
Paid off. That's
when
why
you stick your nose where it don't belong. Joe, that's over with, folks.
The East Tennessee Tag Team Champion, Michael Gabriel and Casey Kazana.
Generation 3 Express coming off of a big win right there.
You sound so excited now, Bobby.
Bob, use some more enthusiasm. You're more peppy. Yeah, you
Man,
used to be all
don't switch up now.
cool and excited, but now you're all. That's
You're too relax.
loosen.
Relax, dude. Just
Well, I will stop being uptight whenever you guys actually win those titles.
we just won the title.
We
What
won
you
last
done?
week and this week now. What?
I mean, it looks to me like you were handed those titles, but I mean, that's.
Handed.
I mean, and this is a title that your brother has had. Now you have it.
Yeah.
I mean,
The Kazanas are greater than the Mortons. They've always have been. They always will be.
And the Gabriels, they're gonna hold this too one day. It's gonna be a Gen 4.
The Goldens are all right.
Yeah, they're not that.
Thank God for the Goldens. And by the way, Gen 3, we never cheat. So stop saying that.
Fair and square is all we do.
We're good, clean men of the Almighty. Why would we ever need to do such a thing, Bobby? Why? Get your eyes checked.
The Bunk House Stampede, you guys have got the Amish. And
Are you kidding me? Those jabronis. Hell, we already beat them once to get the #1 contendership. They're over here turning the butter. They just need to go back to the Amish where they came from. Stay out of my ring.
Yeah,
we're talking. Stay out of my ring and just go back to Amish Country.
well, folks, they want to send them packing. But Evan Golden, you've got Santiago.
Santiago! Santiago's so thin, he's going to have something going on downstairs to even keep this around his waist.
Oh, my goodness.
Santiago, I am sick and tired of hearing your name. I'm sick of it.
It's okay. It's okay.
What's wrong with Santiago? What's wrong with Santiago?
Santiago.
Santiago? Santiago.
Shut up!
Santiago is not.
Santiago.
Santiago is not on my level. He is not on my level. And I'm going to give him an afterburner from hell in Bunk House.
Well, folks, again, everything in a cage at the Bunk House Stampede. Generation 3 Express is fired up, and so are we.
We're young and we're big where it matters, Daddy. And it's right here, being the East Tennessee Tag Team Champions.
Any of the people at the commune, they all know what's going on. All my concubines, they know exactly what's up. No! Stop chanting Santiago!
Boys, let's go have a brewski at the ranch. We're done with you.
Folks, Bunk House Stampede just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Next week, January 21st, Bunk House Stampede is going to be lit. Stay tuned for our main event.
Oh, it's time for our main event. It is time for our main event of the evening.
Maybe a little closure, maybe a little redemption, maybe a little payback. Who knows? Maybe Draco will get him all figured out.
You
tonight.
cannot count on anything in this match.
Yeah.
Either of these two guys can walk out of here as the winner, no questions asked. Draco fans having mixed reactions to Draco walking out here. You've got the Draco faithful. These are two of the best in our sport.
Your main event. Introducing first from Chicago, Illinois. This is Draco. And his opponent, he is the face of perfection, Blade Gibson.
Face of perfection versus the greatest. This is going to be a hell of a match, folks. And we're underway.
Right off the whip.
Belly started. Blade Gibson fired up. No wasted motion. We knew this was going to be a quick,
Well, there we go,
fast-paced
upstairs.
match. Oh, what a Hurricane Rana. Blake Gibson going for his normal set and gets caught. Draco says, nope.
Not today.
Seen it. Here he goes. Leapfrog over. Sling blade.
And you know, for the last couple of weeks, these guys have been traveling together. They've been hanging out together, eating together,
And backstabbing each other.
well, only one of those.
How great was that?
Well, ask Blade.
Usually I'm cheering for Draco, but oh, Draco just catching Blade like a kid.
He is a kid. Draco, like he said, he's been here for 9 years at SOM.
Draco, of course, one of our head trainers here.
That's right.
Amazing guy. Oh, but a little brutal.
A lot brutal, and he's only gotten more brutal over the years.
I mean, you got to wonder what his thought process behind this whole thing is, though. I mean, he was the tag title, or tag title holder. I mean,
Well, he said Blade didn't listen. You know, he said, hey, I gave you instructions. I told you what to do. You went into business for yourself, which he's done before. That's one of your criticisms about Blade.
yep.
He hot dogs, and he does some things sometimes that we know what we're talking about. The fans have
Absolutely.
seen it, and he's lost titles because of that. And
It
this
has
is just the
definitely
reason why.
cost him a lot in this business and in this in the Chucky Dome since he's walked through.
Yeah.
I've talked to him multiple times about it. He's gotten better about it.
But like Draco says, how much does he really listen? You know, he's starting to listen more. But that's youth, man. How
Well,
much
that
did you
comes
listen
down
to people?
ego.
Yeah,
It
and the
comes
ego.
down to ego on both sides.
Yeah.
But Joe saying no, we're not going to have that tonight. We've already seen enough cheating. Of course, I just got done talking to the Generation 3 Express. And my God, these guys are...
But when you have to have tactics like that all the time, it catches up to you also. You know, I mean, eventually that's going to either backfire on you, or they're not going to be able to save your ass in a situation. That's how the titles can switch pretty quick.
Well, at Bunk House Stampede, it is going to be a stacked night. I mean, you've got Santiago versus Evan Golden.
Right.
You've got Amish Country versus the rest of Generation 3 Express.
Right.
You've got Cousin Condre and Hunter Wolf in a dungeon match.
And we have the dungeon here, folks. So you've been down there. I've been down there.
That is bad news. I didn't want to go down there the first time. I mean, I'm not going back down there while Condre's down there.
Well, guess what we'll do? We'll send the commentator of the year down there to cover that. How about that?
That sounds like a better idea.
I thought you'd agree with that.
I think that sounds like a really good idea.
I'll let you pitch it. It's your idea. How about that?
But then, of course, the Bunk House Brawl is for the SOM Heavyweight Championship.
That can be anybody, and you know, anything can happen here at the Chucky Dome, and we've seen it many times before. And you know what? We know there's going to be surprises at that night too. There's going to be people here you haven't seen in a long time. You don't know are going to be here.
Yep.
And you never know, folks, who can come
And
through these
maybe
doors
even
here.
some new faces that we haven't seen before.
And let's just say legendary faces too. You know, you never know what kind of Hall of Famer can come through that door.
Absolutely. Here at School of Morton, of course, Ricky Morton was the very first Bunk House Brawl winner here.
Yes, he was.
And then, of course, Draco's won his. Last year it was RT3 after losing to James Anthony.
Yes.
Man, what a stacked night that was, too. It's going to be a stacked night again. It's going to be a hot night in the Chucky Dome.
Oh, it will. And we're a week away.
Yep.
So, very soon, folks, if you haven't made the trip out here, do it. If you can't be here, definitely get us hooked up. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel. Go ahead and get signed up so you can get some of the content that we have here at SOM.
Yeah, and there's especially some in there about your buddy Pork Chop.
Yeah, Pork Chop, and then, obviously we got Pork Chop, man, what a character he was, and there'll never be another person like him. He was a cartoon character that came to life. I wish
wasn't he the second winner of the Bunk House?
Yes, and the place exploded when he won it. I mean, you get chills when somebody wins something like that, and the whole place was. And man, he wouldn't let that boot down. He kept that. He held it for like a month straight. I think he drank his drinks out of it. I think he ate his food out of it.
That's not the best cereal bowl in the entire world, but it's a hell of a trophy to have.
That's right. And you never know, like, who's going to come out the woodwork. We already know some secrets. We're not going to let that out of the bag. But
wait a minute,
let's just say that.
Secrets? What secrets?
Come to the meetings.
There's meetings?
Blade Gibson is getting really put through the ringer here with Draco.
Getting hurt here.
Yeah,
but we've said it so many times. Not only is he the face of perfection, but he is the kid that doesn't quit.
That's right. And Draco prides himself on being the franchise of SOM. The face, and he would love more than anything, like we said, to have that one eluded championship he hasn't had here.
Yeah.
And how much of a reward would that be? 10 years in the making for him to be the SOM heavyweight champion. Yeah.
How scary would that be?
Oh, I think it would
be. With the attitude that he's got right now.
I think he's good.
I think he's ready for it. Well put together.
He does.
But, sometimes he just kind of seems like he's off his rocker, too.
He's off his rocker. And the thing is, I think that maybe all those 10 years has gotten him ready to be the SOM champion. To learn how to lose, to learn how to win, to learn how to take it all, to learn how to turn your back on your friends. Because he's definitely done that.
Well, he's done a lot in this business.
If they were even friends in the first place.
Blake Gibson just getting started.
But Blake Gibson is a young Draco. So, I'm almost saying it's weird.
There are a lot of similarities.
I think that's what pisses Draco off so much is he does see himself in a Blake Gibson.
Well, he's stalking him right now. Blake Gibson in a bad spot. Draco missing. Blake Gibson stumbling to his feet. Blocks the punch. Enziguri
of his own. And Blake Gibson,
men are down.
He does have youth on his side, and that might be something that's starting to upset Draco too. Draco's used to be the young guy.
Right now can win this match.
He can. And that catapults him automatically right up the charts. Just fresh off the title loss from the tag team titles. So he was just in the hunt a minute ago.
Well, there is not a title in this company that I don't think that these two could win, with the exception of the women's title. And then, of course, we don't judge. If that's what you...
If that's what Blade wants to do, that's what he wants to do.
That's it, but... Oh! Blake Gibson.
He's in desperation mode now because everything he's doing is like... he's pulling out all the stops here.
But you see that progression that has come over the last year from Blake Gibson.
Do you call it frustration? I call it distraction. Because he's not paying attention.
Oh. Blake Gibson. Oh my gosh, what a stunner. Rolls him over. Big clothesline. That could be it, folks. Haven't seen that one from Blake Gibson. He is shocked.
He is.
Really coming out of the woodwork with that one. Both men down. Blake Gibson trying to get back to his feet. Looks like he's ready to set him up. And of course he... Oh! Oh! Draco catching him.
No, he didn't.
Oh! Big Bulldog! Goes for the cover. Oh, almost a 3 count there. Wow. Face of Perfection versus the Greatest. Can already put my vote in for Match of the Year.
Well, we got a long ways to go. You might change that as time goes on. We still got the bunkhouse to go. And who knows? Those are all going to be in cages.
All I got to say is this is a damn good start.
It is, and you know what? 2024 is going to be the best year in the books for SOM.
It absolutely is. Oh, Face of Perfection, going for the perfect forearm, gets a cartel cutter.
And that's the experience.
That is the experience. Oh my God, Blade Gibson kicked out. Blade Gibson kicked out of the cartel cutter.
And you can see how Draco is
shocked. Draco is shocked. That's been the question that I've asked all last year. What is going to take this guy down? And it's taken a lot.
Well, he's taking a bunch
Even
of punches
the nights
in the face.
that he got beat, it took a lot. Here we go. Draco moving Joe out of the way, and oh my God, what a backhand. Elbow to the back of the head.
By Will Ospreay. That's
back.
one of Will Ospreay's finishers, you know, and we'll see if he's going to cut him off.
Oh, what's going on here? Oh.
DDT right on the head from the top rope. We'll see if that's going to be enough.
Oh, but no dice.
He might want to go get a car out here and come run him over. I don't know if he's got anything else going to do it.
Well, Blade Gibson, as always, the most impressive person in SOM to me, and right there with Draco. I loved them as a tag team. I hate to see them split up, but man, what a great match this has been. Oh! Goes for the spiral grave and misses. Oh! Face of Perfection. And now here's Maya Ferrari. Where's she been?
Well, wait a minute.
She's out here fighting with Joe. And Blade Gibson has got Draco rolled up here. This match should be over with. But Maya Ferrari out here to pay the bills, I guess. What is she doing out here? Oh, low blow. Draco setting him up for that spiral grave again. Oh, and nails him.
That's it.
Right in the middle of the ring. Folks, it's over with. Wow, what a match. But why the hell did Maya Ferrari come out here? What is she doing out here? Oh. As we've said, go where the gold's going. I ain't saying she's a gold digger. Wow. What a night on Uprising. What a night it's going to be at Bunk House Stampede.
It's only going to get crazier.
January 21st. Folks, it has been a great night on Uprising. We will see you next week right here on SOM Bunk House Stampede.
Oh, man, you better be ready.